It's that time again. What's up, everybody? This is Dads Lads and Kebabs. Hope you enjoy the show. Deuces.
Boom, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, boys and girls. Welcome to a lovely episode of Friday night dinner, Dads, Lads and Kebabs, with me, Niall, and him, Miki, Sticky, York.
Hey, why are you second naming me?
Ooh, Michael James York. Right,
Who the fuck is James?
That's not your name. That's not
That's your fucking middle name.
Fuck, you don't say the middle name. We're not doing names. Good evening, my friend. How are you doing on this lovely Friday evening?
It's Monday, but yeah, it's all good.
Shh. Wait, no, don't do that. That's the sign for
Cocaine.
Cocaine. Ain't none of that up in this bitch. We got some
Voss.
water.
Some Voss boss.
Voss
No,
sparkling.
I got a pay rise, so he splashed out on some posh water from America.
Funny you should say that.
Oh. Your benefits come through, have they?
Yes. I got it. No. So I might have been offered a promotion.
Oh, wow. That's good. Congratulations. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, I've been offered it. I still got to go for it.
Oh, okay. Boo.
It's good money. It's an extra chunk of change.
Extra bit of cheddar.
Extra bit to go to the pile. You know,
to the government.
That's stacking in the. I mean, I ain't stacking no money. There's no money here, people.
You don't rob him.
So there isn't. You'll get some fancy water though if you fancy that.
And a coffee machine that Mickey wants.
I don't own a coffee machine. What are you talking about, mate?
Oh, that's an air fryer behind you. Got you.
But yeah, how are you doing, my friend? How are you?
I'm all right.
You seem chirpy. You seem chipper.
Yeah, this week's sort of gone quite quick. To be fair,
really quick.
It's been a strange week.
Ooh.
I've lost weight. My first weigh-in. I'm back on keto.
I've lost weight. This
fat fuck. He's lost weight.
He's lost. Hey, listen. Oh, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what I've done this week, but I have had the shits. I've had the shits to the point where last night I trusted a fart too much. I did fart, and then I was like, oh, you go for that next fart.
Hat trick.
It ain't going to be what you think it's going to be. So I went fart, and I did the whole, like the really tight walk to the toilet. And I was like, wait a minute. Wait, I'll talk to you in a minute. Went in. Third fart. Obliteration.
Game changer.
Oh, mate, I have been shitting. Full on shitting. I reckon that's how I'm going to lose this weight. It's through. What my body's going to do, it's going to go, oh yeah, thanks for the chili chicken. Thanks for the eggs. And then, thanks for these sausages and whatever else I've been eating and fucking bags of fucking mixed veg and brown rice and all this stuff. And my body's just been going, we're going to make a big fucking chili in his stomach with all these ingredients. And then we're just going to go.
Kaboom!
And not only that, I've been shitting at weird times. I've been shitting at like, do you know when you're in bed and your stomach goes, I'm like, oh, this ain't good at 2 o'clock in the morning. And the problem is at 2 o'clock in the morning when you go for a shit and it's a bad shit because your stomach's hurting, you're on there for about 15, 20 minutes. So
you're there for a while.
You have a chance to wake up. And that's been my problem, is that I've been getting on the toilet like this and then like my stomach's because to get out of bed, you've got to be feeling it to get out of bed. Normally I'll just roll over and be like, it'll be fine till the morning. This time, it's not been all right. It's not been fine. It's just been shits for about a week. And like, don't get me wrong, I ain't got a bleeding arsehole or anything like I had before when I had the shits years ago and I fucking lost shitloads of weight. But I reckon that's how I lose weight, is my body goes, right, we're going to turn your stomach into a blender. We're going to blend it all up and then you're just going to flush it out.
Yeah. I had complete opposite, to be fair. I was going for I think 4 days the first time without shit, and then I was on there and I gave birth and I cried a little bit and I let out a little scream, and then it's like, so nice afterwards. When the hole closes back up, it's just like this.
When you don't go for a do you fear going?
No, but I'm thinking, oh, this might hurt. And then today I went at work and I haven't been since, for 2.5 days.
Ooh.
So I'm thinking, oh, maybe. And then I thought, no, it was normally it would be in the morning. I'd get up, think, I'll probably have to go poo within the first hour of waking up, whether it's at home or at work. But this week I've not been. I've been there, whatever. And then today I thought, oh, maybe. And then I did go and I thought,
I don't know which way I'd want it. I don't know if I'd want to have fucking
lots of blood.
Oh, no. I don't know if I want to have constipation or shit. I can handle
I'm not constipated.
Shit.
I've got no fibre to get rid of it and push it out. So
I suppose
as easy anyway.
I've been having obviously rice, quite a bit of rice. I had some.
Well, that's
noodles.
not keto.
No, because I said I'm not doing full keto.
Oh, okay.
I'm basically
cutting shit out.
No sugar. I mean, no sugar, no processed foods, no potatoes.
Just a healthy style then.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's 99% keto. I'm not having pasta. I'm not having fucking anything potatoes, anything bread based, anything flour based.
Okay. Just the rice. You like the rice?
Brown rice, man, and brown rice.
Yeah, it's good for you.
Yeah, but then they said there's not much difference between that and white rice.
Apart from the fact it takes 20 odd minutes extra to cook fucking brown rice. I hate cooking brown rice.
I tell you what, one of the things I have noticed, and I can keep seeing it now, is that my face is where I feel like I'm losing weight because I can see bones in my face, and I'm like, oh, not seen a bone in a little while.
Especially on his face.
Look at that! Not seen a cheekbone in a little while. Yeah, but do you know what? I'm not thinking too much into it. Like we said last week, I'm not trying to obsess over it. I'm just trying to keep going because I'm the type of person that, do you know when you tell someone they're doing a good job and then they'll go, yeah, I am doing a good job. Time for a cake. Reward yourself.
I know people like that used to do the same diet as me, and it's just like, what are you doing? Why are you adding extra food that you don't need just because it's a substitute for the real version? It's still got carbs in. Why are you doing that? I don't understand.
Kind of like the people that buy Weight Watchers cakes and eat a full packet of them.
It's unnecessary.
Because they're Weight Watchers cakes. It's like, that's not what they're telling you to do.
No, it's fucking stupid. But yeah, I lost 2 kilo this week.
Wow. That's
and
good.
half an inch off my waist. So we're doing well. I've got no appetite.
So what are you? Are you a 36, 34 waist? 34?
39, I think it was.
30. No, so what? You're down to 39.
No, 38 and a half, I think.
Oh,
but that's technically my waist. I wear 36 trousers because I have them on my hips. Yeah, so I don't with a belt.
Yeah.
So
36 is pretty much bang average for men.
I wouldn't buy a size 40 trousers or 38 trousers because that would be like fucking well wide.
You'd have to get braces.
And I don't wear them up here, you know.
You'd have to just get a pair of, like that's why I'll
braces
because they haven't. Because when you get so big, you haven't got an area for your trousers to grip to.
No, because it's just all round, isn't it?
So basically, it's basically like a hanging basket.
Yeah, clown trousers.
It's just a hanging flower basket with
catch me.
Two fucking with ratchet straps either side.
It is a little bit like that. Yeah, as long as you've got the definition of hips and stomach and then legs and that, I think you're okay.
I mean, I'm short, so the thing is with me is that you can look fat quite easy being short because you just look like a lump.
Well, I'm not that tall. I'm only 5'9", 5'10", one of them.
Whereas that's why when it comes to workouts, I'm not the sort of person that could just do the top half because I'll just look like like a little gnome. So try and do it
Yeah.
all. Anyway, yes, that's that. It's been going well. Congratulations on your loss. Sorry, I was going to say sorry for your loss, but you know.
So for my loss, yeah,
Oh,
it's
for
all
your
right.
loss.
It's floated through the toilet. It's all good.
So listen, Mickey, bit of a quote for you, because we've been talking about quotes. Bit of a
Yeah.
quote for you. Sometimes in life, you got to cut a little piece of yourself off in order to grow.
That's good. I like that quote.
Charles Bronson.
Whether you believe that, Charles Bronson.
It's Charles Bronson's quote.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to send you it now after this, you little prick.
I don't care. There's no need to swear at me though, you bastard. Cunt licker.
Charlie.
Talking of
what
cunt
the-
lickers,
Charlie.
someone broke the world record this week.
Oh, I don't even want to give that little slag any smoke.
It wasn't the original person we spoke about. It was her friend.
Wait, did we not? Who did we speak about?
We spoke about LP, and it was BB that actually did it.
Who's LP?
You can tell people Niall does not listen back or watch his episodes or even fucking understand.
The headline for the last line was Bonnie Blue, wasn't it?
Oh, I changed it to Lily Phillips because it was actually her we spoke about.
Oh,
And she was talking about breaking the record, and then that Bonnie Blue just comes out of the blue and does it 1,057 in 12 hours, not 24. So 40.8 seconds per man.
That's disgusting.
People queuing down the stairs out into the street.
Oh, I don't even want to give it any smoke because I've got nothing to say on the matter of.
I've seen a couple of articles online about some of these men that are actually in the queue to go.
Married, I seen those things of married men. There was optional masks and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't read them, but I've seen the quotes. I wanted to go on it for this pod filming, but I didn't have time. But yeah, imagine. I wanted to see what happened. Apparently, I saw the headline. There was about 15 people around her at each time, like all the time.
That's bad.
How are you going to drink and eat and rehydrate and go toilet in all that time?
Again. No, that's terrible.
Right there, boys. I'm going for a poo. Okay, keep it hard. Right? Is she coming back yet? Because anyone got any blue pills to keep me going? But what's the point? 40 seconds inside. It's just like
I don't understand it, and I don't want to understand it.
No,
I don't. And for me, it's the. Do you remember sex education? What were you taught in school? Sex education. What was it?
The first sex education I was ever taught at school, I was at upper school, so I was minimum 14, and they showed a video of a woman giving birth. Yeah. That was pretty much it for sex education when I grew up at school.
It's not pretty much similar. I think we've seen a little video, and we've seen a little
cartoon pictures,
diagrams. I remember seeing some health visitor woman came in and put a fucking condom on a plastic dildo.
Yeah, banana and that.
Yeah, all that shit, yeah. The problem is now, and like I heard this on a podcast the other day, is that the most porn that we had was somebody who owned a magazine. Somebody who owned magazines, or you found a magazine, or...
In the bush.
And again, that was the quote on the podcast list the other day, was the UK's rite of passage was finding a porn mag in a bush was as normal as finding a crisp packet.
Yeah.
Like it was like rite of passage that you could go into like a hedgerow or a fucking little allotment.
Woods.
Allotment was definitely a popular one.
Yeah.
But you could find porn mag. I remember I went to school with a kid that literally he was stealing his dad's porn mags, putting them into a ring binder, photocopying them on his printer at home, and basically giving lads plastic wallets full of photocopied images, black and white.
Black and white. Oh shit.
No colour, man. Can you imagine using it? Can you imagine using a home printer on colour, printing out all those pages?
Wow. Yeah.
Like, anyway, so he was basically selling them off as like little plastic Polly Pockets with about 10 images in. Right. Anyway, but it was rite of passage. You know what I mean? Like that was it. Until we got older, and then you might have seen a movie I think the first movie that I ever seen with mass amounts of sex scenes was Road Trip. Do you remember the film?
Oh yeah,
That was, for me, I was like, wow,
yeah.
there's tits in, there's all sorts going
American
on in that.
Pie.
Yeah, there was all sorts going on in that. Yeah,
Yeah,
American Pie was another one.
yeah.
Whereas nowadays, I think porn is everywhere.
It's just normal. Do you know what? Do you know what annoys me? Yeah, on my Facebook page, you know, you're scrolling down your timeline and you have like areas for reels that pop up. All mine ever are is women bouncing their tits, or women in these stupid little shorts, or basically hardly anything on, and sometimes they're see through.
Stupid little shorts.
No, if I want to see women in no clothes, yeah, you just go and look for porn.
Should be optional, shouldn't it?
No, that's what I'm saying. Same with Instagram. It's like all you see on Facebook and Instagram nowadays is these little fucking pop-up videos
My
advertising.
It's everywhere, right? It's absolutely everywhere. It's in your face. It's like I said, TikTok. It's all over that, right?
Exactly, and it's like, wow.
If it's not on there, they're basically telling you to follow the link on their page and then
Yes.
take you to whatever, right? But it's everywhere. And what my problem is that clearly now, like, sex is not enough for these people. Like,
No.
It has to be weird. It has to be fucking weird. I mean, what right person in the right mind would say, listen, I'm going to try and break the record for sleeping with as many people as I can in one day? Who does that? Who fucking does that?
And what image does that portray for men about how women are? It's going to say, oh yeah,
Well,
we're just going to go fuck any woman. It puts women in a bad light, I think. She is doing a wrong to women.
I'm on the fence with it because she's one woman, right?
Oh no, they're not all like that, obviously.
No. But what I'm saying is, she was one woman there that orchestrated that. She organised it. It was her event, right?
Yeah.
But there's 1,057 men that was willing to participate in that
and stand next to Brian and Tony and all that. Yeah.
So if you want to, like, if you put the statistics on the other foot and you start thinking about, hold on a second, there's 1,057 men stood next to each other in a row that started to think this is okay. The thing they want to do is this clearly, and I'm guaranteed in a couple of years' time there's going to be some issues, whether it be with mental health or drugs or something. There's going to be, and it will be like, we should feel sorry for her. She did it because she was in a dark place. Blah blah blah, bollocks. She did it because she's getting paid £600,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
Is according to, apparently that's what kind of money she's making, right? She's doing it for clout, right? You know what I mean? Men have got to be entrepreneurs. We've got to start a small business. Gone were the days of women selling fucking wax melts. They're not doing that shit anymore. They're fucking going, right, listen.
Getting the gash out.
1,057 men. Can you imagine if Sandra did that? 47-year-old Susie down the road went, just your British standard Susie, you know what I mean?
Yeah, amateur Susie.
Amateurs. Best of British amateurs. I mean, that's a channel in its own.
Probably is.
It probably is. I don't know. I can't give it. It's just degrading. I'm fucking 33, and even I just think, nowhere in my mind would I think I'd want to fight. No matter how much you've been on the staff, right? You've been on the fucking. Do you know what I mean? You're on a dry spell. No matter how well, I don't know. maybe some people would. But you never know. Like, I just don't think it's normal. It's not normal.
No, especially the fact that she was sober. There was lots of planning that went into the event.
I think
logistics.
Sober. Didn't they have security and all that shit?
Yeah.
Like checking IDs on the way in, like you're getting your way into fucking revs.
Make sure you're old enough. Otherwise, you'd be like going to jail.
I wonder if they had, like, do you know, like the kind of music you hear in a lift?
Or in the waiting rooms and corridors.
Just proper mellow, mellow Barry Manilow. Just in the background.
It's just, I don't know what to say to that. If a man did that and was advertising all these women, for a start, the women wouldn't go. To be fair, and most of it, he'd be labelled like a creep, a perv, a disgusting, vile human being. But
I don't think she's not getting.
Oh no, people don't like her. No.
Yeah, like she's not getting popularity from it, and then,
oh no,
and I think, like, I've seen a couple of TikTok. Like, do you know, there was a car garage, like a very expensive car garage in the UK. Like, they just sell supercars, right? And he was doing like an advertisement, and he was like, and he was ringing her. He was FaceTiming her, that Blue. And she wanted a new car because she's just made a shitload of money. And like, he's putting his business against that. And I'm like, mate, what are you doing? You're putting your business against this. Like, you're trying to put your name to that. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know like celebrity endorsements? You know, like, should be getting a free ice bath sort of shit, or you know, all that sort of stuff. It's like, or should be getting a fucking Gymshark fucking range or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, who's endorsing this? Who's thinking, just because she's done this, she should get... And this is why I think fame-hungry people now will do anything for that easy money. Because the boundary got moved, didn't it? Do you know, like, when Jackass was around, like, Jackass was, like, basically fucking blokes hurting themselves for clout. They were doing it.
Yeah.
They were doing it for filming it and fucking, you know, setting their fucking balls on fire. And then Dirty Sanchez come out a bit later on than Jackass, and they were like 10 times what they were like.
The Welsh version, yeah.
Yeah, nail gunning their fucking nipples to a fucking lamppost or some shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, and they'll taking it worse. This is kind of how I feel like this is. Like, okay, oh, she's doing OnlyFans. Now it's like it's empowering. You know, she's doing it because, and it's like bollocks. She's doing it because she knows it makes money. Like, whereas now it's like nothing shocks people anymore.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like,
especially with the young, nothing shocks them anymore.
No, but the problem is I think the problem is with the younger generation is that they want the money. They want the lifestyle, because I think they see that these people they're thick as shit, like thick.
They do fuck all, really.
They do fuck all, and they're given everything.
Yeah. And
then all of a sudden, you know, in a few years, it'll be, I mean, that's going to be a, like, manhole of the fucking... Can you imagine? Who's the bloke that's going to go, she's the one? Do you take the Bonnie Bunny to be your wife? Like, if that sentence ever gets said, that the bloke or person, whoever does it, has got some serious thinking to do before they answer that question.
and especially if she has children as well in the future, and they find out, oh, that's my mum. Are they going to be proud?
If she has children, those kids are coming out easy. They are
fucking water shoot.
Mate. I wonder if there's physical repercussions to what she's done.
She must have been bleeding at some point.
I don't know. Do you know what I'm done? I'll just leave it at that. I can't do any more. I'm sorry.
You asked the question. I'm just giving you examples.
I just think, do you know what?
Yeah.
I think
don't do it, people. Don't get involved with that sort of thing. Try and have some dignity and respect for yourself. Don't follow what these internet influencers fucking do, because they're not worth it. Their lives, it's all for show. I'm sure her mum, and especially her dad. Imagine how fucking proud her dad is. Oh, well done, love. You fucked nearly 1,100 men. So well done.
Her dad is like, he calls her after shoots and stuff.
Well, make sure she's alive.
No, like, he was apparently like, there was a TikTok, and it was, I can't remember. She was on the TikTok. Do you know the influencer that was in I'm a Celeb?
Oh, yes. GK Barry. Yeah, Saving Grace podcast.
Yeah, she was on that.
Yes, she was, yeah, a while ago.
She was saying that she just finished shooting a scene, and the bloke that she was shooting with is a Derby County fan, like her dad. and him and her dad had a conversation. His dad and him had a conversation about Derby County, and she was like, "Oh, we just finished filming. I can't really talk at the moment. My eye's gone all red because she got fucking jizzed in the eye.
Pink eye.
Pink eye.
Jizz eye. White eye.
Fucking sick. Oh, mate, yeah, no, fucking hell, man. Honestly, in the words of 2008, sket.
Proper sket. Dirty sket.
Sket. Oh, at least I love that word. Sket.
You sket.
You stupid little sket.
You were like 8 at that age, weren't you?
No, I was in college. So I was in college then. I was in Booth Lane, Northampton College, doing public services like a real geezer.
Policeman, fireman.
What a time to be alive. The film Kidulthood had just come out. So everybody was gangster back then.
Yeah.
Everyone used to say, the language started then, from the word sket onwards. Started. And college was fun. I loved college.
I got sacked in 2008.
Oh, because of the world economy, or?
No, because I was naughty.
Because you was doing a Bonnie Blue at work.
I was sleeping at work. There you go. Hey ho.
You fell asleep at work?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was bored. They kept giving me extra staff for my own job, and I was supervising them, and I just got bored. It was just the same shit. I was doing fuck all day.
In your office?
In my car.
There we go. That's fair.
And they decided after I was there like 11 years, just under 11 years.
Just bored.
And they said they wouldn't call the police because of my time that I was there, because they said they were going to do me for fraud because I wasn't working, as it were, because I was sleeping. So you let me sleep.
How about you say I passed out, or I've just collapsed, or you should have gone like this, like.
Someone was spying on me and grassed me up, who I knew that someone didn't like me.
How many previous naps did you go to before this? A lot.
Oh, like fucking loads, mate. They definitely got their figures wrong.
You deserve it. You fucking deserve it.
Yeah, technically I did, but I was on good money.
Did you get paid for the final month?
I can't remember. It's a long time ago.
Oh, mate.
But I've had 5 jobs since then.
I have had.
But
a lot of jobs. I love jobs. I haven't loved some jobs, but some jobs I've loved, and some jobs you just get away with shit. Like, I've worked in some shitty places with shit people. Like, I've had knobheads. We've worked in the same place with knobheads.
2 places we've worked, yeah.
I don't like power trippers. Power trippers really, because I'm good at talking to a power tripper, because I'll talk to them as nicely as I can, and then I'll drop a big shit on them and be like, oh. Although when I was
smelly,
when I was in a management role, I want to be the decent person. I want to be a decent manager. Be like, can I do this? I've got to leave early. This, cool, no worries. You crack on.
Yeah.
I don't see the problem being a dick.
Oh yeah. No, you're not doing that. No, I'm not going to let you. Yeah.
Like, I don't see that. Oh, you're 10 minutes late. I'm going to punish you, or you know what I mean, or you can't talk to me. I'll be like, listen, you can talk to me however you want. I'm only a person just like you. I guess I see the world differently. Is that I see it as equal, whereas I love people on a power trip, because do you know when they're given that little bit of power, and they're just like, right, I've got a badge, a uniform, I got SS logo. Like, no, I hate power trippers.
No.
But you took power to a whole new level. You just went and slept. It's just, technically, you wasn't being a dick of a boss. It's not like you were punishing people or fucking, writing people up or anything. You just
They kept giving me extra staff to do the jobs that I was doing.
Look, you was having a little napsy poo.
So, you know, I'm just going to stand there and watch them do my jobs. And yeah, some people might say that's a great job. But after a while, it gets fucking boring. It's like, ugh, I just want to do something. I'll sweep the floor. I'll fucking polish the fucking ceiling or whatever. Just to do work.
That's the thing. I would never ask anyone else to do anything I wouldn't do. Do you know what I mean? I'd go and do stuff. And if someone said, no, I don't want to do that, I'd be like, fine, it's my job then, isn't it? I'm doing it. Yeah. Anyway, 2025, start of the year. Okay, so we've got some facts coming up. Obviously, we want to talk about the LA wildfires. What a devastating tragedy that has been.
Still going. Did you see any of the celebrities' homes that are gone?
Yes, I've seen some of the reactions too. So obviously Mel Gibson at the time was filming Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah.
And then after that, he went straight to do another filming with Russell Brand. And basically was calm as you like me and you were talking now, and he just leaned over and says, in Joe Rogan's podcast, he said, my house is probably burning down. The fire's getting close.
Yeah.
And then on the Russell Brand, he was on a stage at some point in a lineup thing.
Yeah. And
he leans over and he just said, I've just got word my house is on fire. And basically, he said to his son to get him a few things that he wanted out of the house, and then that was it. Gone. I mean, so far we've got quite a few celebrities. Paris Hilton. I mean, she's Malibu. She's Malibu, so obviously that made its way all the way. That made its way all the way down to the water.
Is Malibu in LA? I thought that was Florida, but never mind. I'm probably totally wrong. I know it's Miami, but
Malibu is.
Maybe it's a state over there or an area. Yeah, I may be wrong on that. I don't know.
So the stats that I've got, right? So it started in Malibu, Pacific Ocean, Malibu, on the first fire, the Palisade fire.
Yes.
Started at 2:10 on the 7th of Jan. Okay, and then by the 11th of Jan, at 4:10, the fire itself reached 16.5 kilometers, which is 10 miles wide. It's fucking mental. Yeah. There's no stopping it. But it's just dry bush. You got to think, LA, hot, dry.
I've heard some interviews on this very subject about the dryness. Now, it has been said by Donald Trump, also Mel Gibson as well, I think, that there was an issue with the water. Like the governors around the area have been restricting water and knew the possibility of this happening. And Donald came out and said that certain forests around the LA area needed clearing up, needed tidying, and it kept being put off, and he kept saying this is a fire risk, etc. This is all documented. This is...
No, don't freeze. Everything's been going fine. Yo. You still there?
Yeah, I'm back now. What happened there?
I don't know. That wasn't me. That must have been you.
Because we're talking about Trump. That's why. The internet doesn't like us.
YouTubers don't like us.
Fucking hell, yeah. And I think Mel Gibson touched on that very subject as well, about the water. They're restricting water. That might have been on the Joe Rogan show as well.
So, obviously, there was the other fire. There was the Eaton fire, and obviously the Palisades fire. And then there's a couple of small fires higher up.
In different areas,
sort of park areas. Obviously, there's basically, they think some of it investigation in arson. You know, they're not sure how the original fire started, but
they have. I'm sure they've arrested somebody for that.
I think they were trying to set a smaller fire.
Yes, and it caught and just kept going.
Yeah,
I'm sure they've arrested somebody for that. Let us know in America, people. You know more than we do.
It's not. It's obviously it's not. I want to know straight up facts, but it's crazy, right?
Yeah, the Kardashian house is gone. Matthew Perry's old home is gone.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, Niall didn't charge his headphones.
It's got a little warning sign saying, "Charge your headphones, you little bitch."
Yeah. Disgraceful.
Mate, they can't die that quickly.
But they've also said that conspiracy, that these fires were started to get rid of all the evidence of the P. Diddy crimes.
Oh God!
And it's like, okay.
I mean,
his house is gone as well, apparently. If he had one.
It's a lot of baby oil, though, isn't it? That's going to go up like a bitch.
Cooking oil, don't put water on that bitch.
You know what I mean? Baby oil, that motherfucker.
So yeah, this is all what we've heard over in the UK. So what the news outlets tell us, what we read online. So it's not factually correct. We are not doctors. Don't sue us. If you're offended by anything we talk about, do apologise. It's just two blokes talking shit for our own entertainment. And Niall's now got to plug himself in because he forgot to charge himself.
I didn't realise that. I haven't used them since the last time that we were speaking. It was last week.
Yeah. Can you use them while they're charging?
I hope so.
Oh.
You
find out in a minute.
Yeah, we'll find out, motherfucker. Why should you not be able to use them?
Well, I don't know. You normally have to plug them in, don't you? But
well, listen, they better fucking work. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm pretty shocked though that they are the old school type of connector. Oh my god, old school chocolate bars right there.
I've had these since Christmas, and they've been in my bedroom. And I've just thought, fuck you, chocolate. I don't need you. So that's good. Oh, people, Niall could be coming to his end.
No, we're good.
We're good, yeah.
It seems to be flashing, so.
But I can still hear you, so as long as you can hear me, we're all good.
Yeah, obviously, it's fucking terrible. There's a lot of celebrities who lost their head. I think terrible. That sounds so bad. There's terrible celebrities that have lost their homes. There's been something like 11,000 homes ruined. So, you know, Mel Gibson's got Paris Hilton's got the money. Paris Hilton's got houses elsewhere. Mel Gibson, I'm sure, has got houses elsewhere.
I'm sure they all have, to be fair.
Obviously, one of the biggest things that I've noticed is apparently, so Joe Rogan said about fire, didn't he? Years ago.
Yeah.
He said LA is going to have a big ass fire. It's surrounded by debris, basically dry debris.
Yeah.
And it's like LA's like a bit of a dome. It's obviously, it starts at the water and it's made its way back up into the Hollywood Hills, and it's basically a semicircle of bushland.
Dry
basically.
shit.
And
yeah.
Apparently, obviously, a lot of the celebrities have been leaving LA. So they were given, from obviously one of the comedians that I follow, he was watching TV and him and his wife and the kids were watching the telly, and he had his like manager there and producers or whatever. They were all around his house just drinking, and they all got the same alert to evacuate.
Yeah, on their phone, yeah.
On their phone. However, they were going, we don't live in that area. We're getting told to evacuate. We are literally like 40 miles away from where that fire is. Like, why? And then the newsreaders going, oh no, sorry, it's not that area, it's this area, and like, because there's sirens go off on your telly, on your phone.
The confusion and panic, yeah.
I think that's cool as shit. That obviously, I mean, that's quite normal in America. I remember being in America when I got the tornado warning, not the tornado, the hurricane warning on my phone. And I was like, this is cool. Even as a guest in a country, you're still getting those alerts. It's not like you have to be connected to, I don't know, local network or something.
That's good though. It just connects to any phone service.
And they basically, you just get these alerts sent to your phone. But they were getting these alerts, and obviously they were in the wrong areas. And there's a lot of like speculation about smaller fires starting. And I think that's the problem with the fire, like multiple fires, right? It's kind of like they said, other people were just going, well, there's fires happening. you know, just what if one happens here or one starts here and
Yeah.
fine.
I've just got a list out. Mandy Moore's home is gone. Anna Faris, Milo Ventimiglia, Paris Hilton, Jeff Bridges, Bazoma St. John, whoever that is, Billy Crystal, Mel Gibson, Diane Warren, Spencer Pratt.
Spencer Pratt was funny about it.
Eugene Levy. He's the one from American Pie. He's the dad, Jim's dad.
Yeah.
Heidi Montag, Barbara Corcoran, whoever that is.
Spencer Pratt, I've seen his video. He was like, "How the hell is this my most viewed video? How did I get to?" He's like, "How did I get to my 100,000 follower or something just because of this?" And he went out and bought margaritas while his house was on fire. And he was like, "Maybe it's shock, maybe it's not."
Well, what can you do? You're insured, so you know.
Do you know what? This is the thing, right? Those kind of people are insured, and they'll go. Do you know what? Like a lot of celebrities seem to be doing is they seem to be leaving LA and going to other areas. The thing is with celebrity areas, right, is that if a load of wealth is in one area, house prices will go crazy, right? LA, central hub, you know, Hollywood, movies, celebrities, A-listers, whatever, fucking weirdos, all live in that area. They all put their little pile of money into that area, and then, you know, it just becomes a really popular area to live, and you're outpriced. Like locals that have normal jobs, live normal lives, can barely afford to live, and their houses are gone. Not only are their houses gone, all their possessions are gone. Maybe all their utilities to work. You know, if you're a builder or a contractor or whatever, you've lost everything, right? You've got nothing. They're probably sat, you know, in a fucking, I don't know, gym or a football stadium or a fucking big area just waiting to be temporary housed, and kind of like, do you remember the New Orleans thing, the flooding and all that, and
what, Hurricane Katrina and all that?
Katrina, like
Louisiana and that,
all those people lost everything, and they waited years to be paid out.
It's still not fixed though, is it?
No, that happens.
Katrina, it's still, as far as I know, it's still just a site.
They had another one. They had another flood. There was a show on Discovery, and it was something like the world's craziest weather, and it was in that area, and they like the water was just the rain comes and literally everything floods within hours, and I mean, not like we get like ankle floods. They get like 2 men on top of each other kind of floods. Fucking
cars floating.
Cars floating down the fucking road, trying to get around on boats and shit. But they took years to get paid out, as far as I'm aware. You know, so all these people that live normal lives, like, forget who's in charge, forget whose fault it is, or fucking who should have done what, or fucking celebrities have got money and they'll just buy new homes elsewhere, and their insurance will probably pay them out yesterday. You know, they still lost. All these people still lost things, no matter what their status is. Like,
so you've got the one side of the country, obviously Florida, where in Orlando and that, where you always get the hurricanes every year and everyone loses their homes, etc. You'd think that going to LA, the nice sunshine state, and all California and all that, they just have the opposite. They have the fucking dry spell with the wildfires. You need to find a wet part that's a normal part of America, and hopefully you won't get one of the extreme weathers coming to get you.
Yeah, but then you'd say that, and you'd think, right, let's live on the flats then, like Oklahoma. And Oklahoma is basically just ripped up by tornadoes all the time.
Well, you don't go there, do you? You go up north. Chicago.
Snow. Fucking blizzards.
Yeah, the Windy City, as they call it.
Yeah, literally actual blizzards happening. Problem is, weather's weather, right? And whether people want to admit it or not, the world's changing in terms of our weather systems.
Yeah.
You can believe in fucking global warming, like, or not, but I mean, I believe it. I think the weather's it's warm now. It's fucking January and it's warm. I felt warm today.
Only today, the last week or so, it's been -6 every day.
Right, so why is it 12? Why is it -6 last week and then 12 degrees next week?
No.
Tell me how that's normal. Why we shouldn't be having blizzards? Because that should cause actual blizzards. Warm air and cold air should be the system should be fuming. I love weather. Weather's always. But if I tell you now, if I could go back, I've said this time, Tom. If I could go back and have my years of studying again, I would love to do study weather, climatology. I'd love to do it.
Do you think weather's real?
Yeah.
Or do you think it's fake, like in Dubai? Where they make they rain spread, whatever it's called. Don't know.
Chemtrails?
No, that's just to put chemicals in all our bodies and food and stuff. They plant the rain, don't they?
Yeah,
just under the clouds.
Cloud seeding.
Cloud seed, and that's it. And it explodes, and then it absorbs it into the cloud, and then it creates the rain.
Yeah, weather's real.
Just putting it out there. The moon is a logo on the screen in the sky.
Is it?
Earth is flat. The clouds aren't real. Space is fake.
The way I see it, right? if you think of like weather back in the let's say as I can remember, as like late 90s, early 2000s, we had cold winters, warm summers.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Right. That was it. That's what you got. Cold winters, warm summers, and summers were long. Days were long. Nights in winter were cold. You know, if you were getting snow, you would get it for 3-4 days in a row. Now you'll get snow and it's gone by lunchtime.
Yeah, pathetic amount.
And no, but then that tells me that weather is real, because weather is real, but there's a problem. There's a fucking big issue that people just think it's not an issue, and I'm like, no, seriously. The world that we live in it's a fucking dying place, and I just think like wildfires, right? You're telling me that's not to do with the world? If it wasn't started deliberately, right?
Yeah.
It started by an act, right? It started by a fucking lightning strike or a fucking power line or something. The wind, that's what they were saying about.
And it, spreads it.
Again, they were saying about the wind this weekend in LA. The wind's going to go up to 60 mile an hour winds, which is not like here. 60 mile an hour winds is, doesn't seem a lot. It's a lot, yeah. But mix that with fire, that's spreading fast, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like, do you remember the start of 2020 when Australia had the wildfires? And that went on for like 2 months, didn't it? And in the end, the news just stopped talking about it, but it didn't stop. And then COVID took over.
I feel like it's news anyway. I feel like that's what I believe is fake. I believe that things are reported because they have to be reported, and they'll publish them for as long as they have to. And then as soon as they're told to change the subject, people stop talking about it.
So I don't believe the news. Well, the news is, in this country anyway, they let you know what you need to know and how they direct it.
I feel like everything's changed. I feel like we have to evolve with times, and you have to move on with how the world is now. The world's just quicker than it used to be, so things change very quickly, and decisions are made, and then they're changed really quickly, and all that sort of stuff. But like, I think one thing is like 9/11, for example. I remember seeing 9/11 in the paper, the news. I'm going to say a couple of months that I was hearing about 9/11, like on a channel, the cleanup. I mean, days and days after, they published the same headline, didn't they, for about 2 weeks that it was basically the Twin Towers was struck. So, like, but people didn't stop talking about that because everybody was
in shock.
Yeah, everybody was struck by it.
That's the day the world changed forever. I've always said that. Our world has never been the same since 9/11. Our outlook on certain countries in the world, certain people in the world, certain religions in the world, that was all changed on that day, whether it's true or not.
It kind of, I don't know. That's the thing again, is that I don't want to look at the conspiracy. I want to look at the tragedy behind it. And I think it was such a massive bang in the world that it just shocked people, and it forced people into sadness and anger.
Yeah.
It really did, because after that, obviously, Bush was president at the time, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's when all that shit happened. But I mean, no, yeah, it was just such a fucking. I just comparing that to news now is that something. I don't know. I just feel like something like that now. How is the world looking at it?
Probably for like a day. We're all desensitized to everything.
Well, we're told how to feel, I think.
I think we are, yeah. It's really sad. That's why I don't no longer listen to the news on the telly. I no longer read newspapers. Unfortunately, you do see headlines on like social media sites, which I don't tend to read either because they're annoying. They make me angry, so I don't like to read them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, all the issues in the world, or half of them anyway, they could be stopped if you just don't watch any media, any news. There you go. It's done.
And I love slow news. I love slow news days, though. I love it when they've got nothing to publish and they're like, a dog in the Highlands has decided to walk from to Land's End. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, hold on a second.
Really?
Yesterday, we were talking about the fires in LA, and now you've found this. Who's saying, right? Who's making those decisions? Going, lads, we've got nothing. Find something. Come back. Find me something. You three, go away. Come back. Give me a story.
Yeah. Oh, this dog eats ping pong balls. Yes, get him in. He plays table tennis.
And I guess that's why celebrities hate paparazzi and journalism, because they will take one tiny bit of a story and flip it any direction they want, as long as it's got one form. I don't know what the laws are on how they publish these, but the facts are just not. They're not there. Like, I mean, like you said, this fucking troglodyte sketch at the start of the conversation. Every fucking, online social media.
It's everywhere at the moment. Yeah,
they're all publishing it, right? They're all publishing it, and it's like, who's agreeing to it? Who's telling them, yeah, mate, got a story for you. Go out and write me an article. Write me an online article.
But they all have to do it, because if one doesn't do it, other people are going to read about it. Yeah, you can't be the one that doesn't.
And I think that's the
sad thing.
That's where paparazzi hits, right? Is that when it comes to journalism, they're not just going to get the good stuff. They get 99% of the shit.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's some stuff that really affects them, that when stuff happens, someone has to report about it. It's it's their job to tell the world of the stories of fucking, I don't know, exposing the Catholic Church, or fucking like they did years ago and all that shit. Like, it's all done for journalism, right?
I think the new form of journalism, I can't speak, is podcast. If they say you're a celebrity, yeah, you got a scandal story or whatever, don't talk to no press. Go on a podcast and tell your story. I think I'd rather listen or watch that than read some bullshit story on Facebook or Twitter or anywhere where you have to click on all these links.
They do that anyway. Like, I've seen, and I hate it because I'm not into current, what are they called? Influencers, those sort of people, their stories. But that Tommy Fury did that. He went on a podcast and basically was like, the reason why my missus split up wasn't because I was cheating, it's because I had a problem with drink. It's not, well.
Oh, was it?
There's about 3 or 4 birds come out and said that you were sleeping with them.
Yeah, cheated on holiday, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, and there was that weird one on TikTok, that one with the big chin. It was like, she said she slept with him.
Oh, yeah. Saw that everywhere. Yeah. I don't think that happened, but... Oh, he loves me.
But she said that on a podcast. So there you go. She lied about it to 2 blokes on a podcast, but had evidence. Like,
oh, yeah, she did.
Work? How does that work?
Oh, maybe then.
You're telling people to go on podcasts to get their truth out, but yet.
Oh yeah, but I'm on about the person who's being spoken about. So Tommy would have to go on a podcast and tell his story.
I know, but then.
I know you can lie, but you can lie to the press.
Isn't it just get on with your fucking life, mate? Do you know what another story gets me? Do you know this? A couple of weeks, what was it? The Conor McGregor story.
Which one? Oh,
Well,
what the one that he was R-ing all these women.
His allegations and
attacking and hitting.
Like, but the only thing I don't have anything much, but the only thing obviously was this was supposed to.
A long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like it was. I mean, it doesn't matter when it was. It was still a.
No.
It was still an accusation, right? A very serious accusation, but yet he got taken to like civil court.
Yeah, because the courts wouldn't prosecute him. There was no evidence to prosecute, so she took him to civil instead of criminal. And
then they're going, well, he's done this, and it's like, hold on a second, wait, how are they suing him for money or damages, as they call it?
Yeah.
They're not taking the criminal proceedings because you're out there and you're doing this, and he might be this, that, and the other, but surely, I don't know. I'm not Conor McGregor, so I don't know how. Maybe he's just like just give him the money and tell him to fuck off. But surely his career is finished.
Because what I heard from that civil case, because he was found guilty from that civil case, because he agreed to pay money, I believe. People online were saying, "Oh, he's an artist. He's an artist, yeah," and because he admitted it, but it's not. It's not a criminal because it wasn't in a normal court. It was a civil court, a civil matter. So you can just,
But the thing is, I don't understand is like if he's done it to just basically say, right, well, do you know what? And he did do it. If he did do it, and he's done it to acknowledge the fact that this is my scapegoat. I've got to pay money.
Yeah.
Okay, which is to him, I imagine that kind of money's a drop in the fucking ocean compared to what he's got. However, his career, his franchise, his businesses just plummeted overnight. They were like gyms painting over his murals, and rightly so, and fucking his pubs were basically pouring his beer away and all that sort of shit.
Yeah, but he's still gonna have he's still got fights with Dana White ready. Yeah, he's still gonna fight in the UFC. They ain't kicked him out.
I know, but what my point is if someone's going to that effort to and it, say for example on the other side of it, like it was consensual and it was all this and he didn't do this, why is he not fighting that? Why is he going, fuck no, I'm not paying, I'll fight this to the fucking, I'll go to court with this, because that's defamation, right? Like, and I'm like
character, yeah.
And I don't know, this is what I mean by news. It's just fucking, it's crazy. The world's fucking mental.
Yeah, I don't think I'd pay someone off if it wasn't true.
No.
Unless it was going to drag out so long and...
Yeah, but then even so, like, for me...
you're admitting it, aren't you? If you pay them off, you're admitting it, basically.
The truth will always... the truth will outweigh any price.
Yeah.
I guess...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. No one's ever fucking...
Accused you.
No, I was going to say, no one's ever fucking gone... No, here's this much money. Keep your mouth shut, sort of thing. I thought, but money doesn't mean anything. Do you know what I mean? For truth.
Not for truth. No.
If he's innocent, fight it. If you're not, like, you're a fucking idiot. And well, you know what? I mean, his fucking missus, like, she was. How is she standing by? Because let's be honest, right? He's admitted to several times cheating on her, and he's not just cheating on his wife; he's cheating on his kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's fucking letting all them down. He's teaching his fucking kids that's the way of life, you know. But he's an old man now. His glory days are gone. He looks so washed up, it's unreal. He looks like somebody that stayed in Vegas too long. Do you know, with the fucking Versace shirts open. It's like
chest hair out, yeah. Is that why there's rumours of him boxing Logan Paul?
Oh God.
That's probably why he's dropped to that level now.
I know Tommy Fury offered him out and was basically like, "Let's do it."
What, Conor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Everyone will now because he needs fucking money, I bet.
oh God. Which one?
What do you
I
mean?
don't think Conor McGregor needs money, does he?
I don't know. When he was in his prime, he was making over 100 million a year. So I don't know. Yeah, he's just sold his 12 whiskey brand, hasn't he?
Oh yeah.
Proper 12 or whatever it's called.
Mate, we're giving all the bad press, we're giving all people like airtime today on our show.
Do you know why? Because it clicks. People talk about it.
We're talking about all the cretins of the fucking world. Next week, people, we are going to find a good person to talk about. And we'll talk about someone nice. We'll talk about,
The king.
King.
Long live the king. King Charles III.
We'll talk about Charlie.
Yeah. Prince William.
Princess Kate's in remission. Congratulations to her. She's in remission now, which is very good. And she's gone back to the hospital where she was treated. Very, very, very normal hospital she was treated at as well.
That's some
private,
royal one.
It was very, very normal. And I don't care what people say. When it's a publicity stunt, I don't think cancer's a publicity stunt.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I think she was treated the right way. And obviously, I've seen the clip that she went back, and the nurses that treated her were the same nurses that she treated, and I just think that's nice.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good. Well, positivity. Also, yes.
Obviously, we don't talk about the US too much, because sometimes that we can express the US in a different light other than what we mean to, and that's through no fault of our own. That's because we don't know. We don't live in the US, so we'd only paint what we know and what we see. So if we do say anything in a different light that you're not used to, please feel free just to message us, and we'll correct ourselves and
tell us off.
Put it right. And we don't want to. Because we know as a British colony that we do get it wrong sometimes. So please correct us, and we will. But yes. On the 19th of January, TikTok, the US, is going to be banned if it is not bought or sold or bought.
Mr. Beast is trying to buy that. Or Elon Musk was saying, like, shall I buy TikTok? I think America would be fucking devastated if TikTok left.
There'll be so many of them.
So many. They'll be going back to Starbucks to work.
No. Travis Barker's kid won't be able to copy a song or a fucking phrase song and sing it 20 million times they won't be able to. Oh, so much shit if the US. I don't know if TikTok would be as good if they lost the US content.
I don't know if I even watch American content. Maybe like ice bath ones and stuff, like tree chopping.
So much American content, cabin builds and fucking
things like that. Yeah,
comedians and I don't know. I've discovered a lot of people that I now follow
outside of TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's China based, isn't it? And China's hacking everybody's computers and phones through TikTok. Who knows? We don't know. That's the rumor.
What is there with the hacking though? Like, I don't. What are they hacking for? What do they really want to know?
Personal information, I suppose. I don't know, really.
Yeah, but mate, there's nothing in my banks. Some couple $100 in my savings. About that, mate. But I don't think China want that.
We're not American, Niall. So don't worry.
No, I know, but why America? Do you think when Trump comes back, do you think a lot's going to change when Trump's back in?
Yeah, I think the Russia-Ukraine conflict may have a different outcome quite quickly.
Yeah, that's a different. I think that's a different subject, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that until it happens because I think our country seems to be having a different way of dealing with it, and I don't think the way that we're talking about dealing with it is the right way.
I don't like to comment on our country because
No,
It's very pooey at the moment.
No, but then it's not just that, is it? I think, I don't know, different countries are providing different solutions, and maybe the people at the top should just have that conversation and go, listen, lads, let's meet, right? Let's meet at, I don't know, Spoons, right? Trump will get the food, right? Putin will bring the fags, and fucking Starmer, Stella's on you.
Yeah.
Right? And they'll just all sit round
And
on the
Zelensky.
table. Zelensky's washing up.
He's on all the talk shows, isn't he? Getting everyone some money.
Yeah, Zelensky's somewhere. He's coming. He'll be in somewhere.
He's the greatest actor ever. He is. He's crazy.
He was an actor, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's still doing it. But
and they'll just be like, listen, lads, what we're going to do about this? Because listen, Russia, you don't need them fields. Leave them fields alone. Let them have them.
yeah.
Let them have the fields. Everybody retreat. Here's a few million to sort that country out.
Wasn't Ukraine part of Russia though? Wasn't it? It was the USSR, like a lot of other countries.
It's about Soviet days and all that shit.
Yeah, back in the days.
Mate.
Was that
What was
another
he called?
rabbit hole?
Yeah. What was it
For another day. Let us know, people. Was Ukraine originally part of
What was
the
it
old
called?
USSR?
What was the Soviet prime minister called?
Gorbachev.
Yes. Bald guy with
With the Stalin?
Stalin.
Joseph Stalin. Yeah, he was a Russian dictator from back in the day. Very long time ago. Yeah.
Not like back in like Genghis Khan. Like Genghis Khan's like way back, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, back in the Soviet days. Soviet
Yeah.
was like massive, wasn't it? Soviet Union.
Well, yeah, it took half of Europe and Russia itself as it is now. Because you had Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, Yugoslavia, Slovakia, Czech Republic, all them. Bosnia, Ukraine, possibly, if that's correct. Probably lots more. Kazakhstan, all them sort of countries.
Russia. I always wanted to go to Russia. Always wanted to go to
Red Square, Moscow.
Auschwitz. Auschwitz as
Oh,
well.
Auschwitz, yeah. I might be going there this year. Don't know yet. No filming though.
What about Chernobyl?
Yeah, my trousers were alright, thanks.
Chernobyl. Wow, we are over. Guys, on that note, thank you for joining us on this very extended episode of Dads, Lads and Kebabs. If you've gone to join Mickey for the bonus question, head over to his Instagram page and send him some messages on any questions that you might have that we've talked about today. Mickey is our British dictator and talker, and he'll be answering any questions that you may have. Thanks for listening. Deuces and fuck off.